It's going to be part 2. You had someone in the shadows watching you work, watching you grow, watching you heal. And there was some type of injustice, because we got justice here. And we got the world. You close out a cycle. You learn lessons. Somebody is jealous. They've been watching you in the shadows. Okay, so they've been hunting you. There's been somebody aggressive in the background hunting you. But you learned your lesson from these people. And you can move on. There is belief that in order to have what it feels, there is a belief that in order to have what it is we feel we need or want or desire or are told we must have, we must take it, hunt it, and sometimes kill it. Damn. For the hunter does not simply follow and make a friend of the creature it wishes to have. So this is somebody who you thought was a friend, who was following you, who was watching you in the shadows, who was trying to hurt you. They was aggressively tracking you because they desire, I don't know what. There's a belief that in order to have what it is we feel we want, so somebody believed that in order to get what they want or they feel that they need or what they was told they must have, that they had to track you, hunt you, and sometimes kill it. Okay, so these are just divine beings. These are just low vibrational, unhealed, toxic people on this earth who operate in that Cain energy, that Judas energy, that Esau energy. Okay. For the hunter does not simply follow and make a friend. So somebody was following you. They wasn't your friend. Of the creature it wishes to have, it must kill it in order to be satisfied. So somebody was watching you heal and grow in the shadows, closing out cycles, learning lessons, standing in your truth, taking authority of yourself, and they was trying to cause you some type of harm for their own satisfaction. This is a part of you that feels this falsehood, that in order to become something, there must be a death. That death will come. So you conquered death. You solved your own red room from another lifetime. So these people in another lifetime was able to, damn. Yeah, they was able to get you out of here, but no. You're immortal. Where we just keep coming back. Okay, where are we going with this, Lord Jesus? This is a part of you that feels this falsehood. These people, they feel this falsehood, that in order to become something, there must be a death. So they feel like they must get rid of you in order for them to come to who they need to be. Because they don't know who they are. These are people lost. My people perish from lack of knowledge type ass energy, of which you will be the cause. So they were trying to get you, that there is competition, jealousy, envy. That there is competition and need, and that you only have what you have, that there is competition and need, and that you can only have what you long for if someone else can no longer have it. So these are people watching you heal and grow, and they believe that they can't have the blessings in life or whatever's good in life because you was healing and growing. That's fucking crazy. Out of jealousy, envy. That's why envy and jealousy and punishment is here. What's under here? Free will. Somebody want to get your free will. Trespassed against you. Transgressed against you. Out of jealousy. And this is somebody who you show compassion to, empathy, sympathy to, kindness to. And knowledge, supernatural. Because of your supernatural knowledge, the creator, the call of the night, if something is happening in the night, or something happened last night, and we got this full moon here. So what happens on the full moon? We just had a full moon, April the 12th, the Libra pink moon, and then some type of moon, and then we got another moon coming on April the 27th. So something is happening to these people who preyed on you. Death rights. Ooh. All right. Something's ending with these people who preyed on you. There is always a way to find what we need without taking it from another. So these people were trying to take something from you, your life, your energy, something, but you made it. You may have been hit with a few shells, but you don't walk with a lamp type ass energy. This is like continuations of what we've been going through. This is over. There is within you now an urge to win in a competition. These are people that was competing with you for no reason. We got reason. What was the reason? Out of jealousy. These people were competing with you They rebelled. They started a turmoil. They came together, a revolution against you. And the reason was jealousy. That's what's going on here. These people that was hunting you, the fire starters. They was trying to take something with you and had you in some type of competition where you feel there may only be one survivor. Well, guess what, collective? I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna work smarter, not gonna work harder. You won. There are other ways through to the goal you desire. There was other ways. Okay, now let's go back. Let's go higher. Remember, we here on this loop, karmic loop. You made it. This lifetime, you didn't make it. I mean, you did make it. Last lifetime, you didn't. That's the loop we stuck on. They believed that they couldn't get, but there are other ways through the goal, to the goal you desire. And then we got changing course. They were supposed to change course this lifetime and not choose jealousy and envy and get this punishment. But they did the same thing. The reason why they came back this lifetime, let's go back to the beginning. You have a choice. You get this lifetime. Each lifetime, you get a chance to clear up your karmic debt and to step into your glory and live in your purpose. It's a blessing to know that. It's even a more blessing to do that. Yay, collective, you did it. The curse is to waste that fucking time. And they wasted this time hunting you, tracking you, trying to hurt you and harm you out of jealousy. That's the reason they did it. They rebelled against God. They trespassed against you, but they trespassed against God. Well, damn. That's what's finna go. This is the story. This is the story. It is natural and wise to allow the part of you that is active and strong and forceful to have expression. It is time to actively seek that which you want. See how far your strength can take you. And that's what you did, collective. Congratulations. There's always the potential that the hunter can become ruthless. These people became ruthless on their pursuit of happiness by trying to what? Trying to what? They thought that they couldn't live and be happy if you was, what the fuck? Why? It's a karmic loop. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Okay, it's a karmic loop. They did this last lifetime, and they was given the opportunity this lifetime to not be jealous and change course. But they didn't. They did the same. They wasted the fucking time again hunting you. Okay. There's always potential that the hunter can become ruthless. You can maintain discipline by focusing on what it is you seek and refuse to be distracted by the pursuit of power for power's sake. So this people just power for power's sake. That's the reason why. Just power for power's sake. It is time to establish how to obtain what it is you want. You must not ask another to go after it. So these are people that came together and asked somebody to go after you for their own satisfaction. And while the hunt will take place on the outside, it will also take place in the inside. As within, so without. You must find the part of you within, the light within you, the courage to chase what it is that makes you happy and be honest about it without trying to take it from somebody else. Okay, so now what about these hunters? These little devils. What about these little hunters? Holy Spirit, what about them? Five of Cups. Oh, they fucking said. Oh, polo tanks. Five of Cups. Loss, grief, sadness, mourning, depression. Spilled tea isn't the end of the world. Well, they crying, they sad. because they rebelled. They started a revolution against you. They trespassed against you. What you sad for? What you sad for? Ten of Cups. This could be somebody in your family. Okay. This is a generational curse, a family generational curse you clearing up. Five of Cups, the Star. Have faith that healing is in the forecast. Okay, so you took your time and you healed, collective. Yay, you did it. This family that you had to walk away from and leave behind, that was hunting you and tracking you aggressively, who trespassed against you out of jealousy, out of envy, they getting punished for that shit. They had no reason to do that. They out of pocket. They out of pocket. But you healed from this situation. You learned your lesson with these hunters, these trackers. It's people in your family who started a rebellion against you and God. I don't know why they did it, because it's a generational curse. That's why. And Ten of Cups, now it's time for you to enjoy your life. Ten of Cups is wishes coming true, dreams coming true, fulfillment, happiness. Okay, but sometimes it really is rainbows and smiles. So you went through a lot, but look, collective, you healed. Have faith that the healing is in the forecast. Yes, it is. You're going to heal from these tracker hunters, and you're going to be happy. Sometimes it really is all rainbows and smiles. So you're going to have all rainbows and smiles. These hunters was not able to affect you. King of Pentacles, the Tower. They going through towers right now. You got a King of Pentacles that's going through a tower. Four of Cups that missed the opportunity and that's being left out in the cold. All right, so who is these people that rebelled against you? Something just flipped over. A whole lot flipped over. That's too many to look at. It's been illuminated. Magician. You leaving them behind. Strength. King of Cups. Ace of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Page of Cups. Queen of Cups. Did I say King of Cups? Yeah. So what happened? Let's read it. Rebellion. Somebody was hunting you. The Sun card. Give yourself permission to experience joy. The Magician. Okay, so it's time for you to experience some joy. You have everything you need now that you have, I'm hearing, conquered your demons. So these demons have been conquered. You have everything you need to do anything you want. And you moving ahead, the Chariot card, you're leaving these people behind like the snail. You have the strength that you have the strength that it takes. And then you got this King of Cups. Always compose yourself before giving a response. And then you got the King of Cups behind him is the Ace of Cups. That's love, like love, love, love. And then you got the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, what an abundant opportunity. Do you feel that in your heart? That's potential. So you got a King of Cups here. That's having anxiety, that can't sleep. They want to make you an offer. They want to make a decision, Queen of Cups. What's the King of Swords? The Hierophant. Ace of Swords. Queen of Swords. You got two couples. Who is these two couples? Okay. It's the Sun card. The Magician. You leaving them behind. You have the strength against this King of Cups. Who was using love, who wanted love in a new beginning, who's having problems sleeping, about a romantic offer that he made a decision. Your decision decides your future. Okay, so this King of Cups made a decision. He chose a King of Cups. Okay, so you moved abroad, got in your boat and left. Six of Swords, moved to calmer waters. But then you got somebody from your past, a King of Swords, who've been We can learn all. We can all learn important things from one another. Who was learning a lesson from God about the truth with the Queen of Swords. So you got two couples here. Those who rebelled. Something's been illuminated about those who rebelled. These people did this. What was the reason? Let's find out what the rebellion is first. Damn. So there's two couples here. A King of Cups who chose a Queen of Cups. And he had a choice to make and it affected the rest of his life. And then you got a couple from your past, a King of Swords and a Queen of Swords, who's learning a lesson about truth. These are the people that was hunting you. There is about you an established order. So these people had some type of established order between them, collective, against you. 4 against 1. There's about you a power that says things must be done in a particular way. These people feel like things should be done in a particular way. And they feel like you getting ahead and living in your purpose and in your truth was a fucking problem for them. It made them feel like they can't get ahead. Oh, shit. You know why it made them feel like they can't get ahead, y'all? Because this was their purpose in life, to change, to make the change at this decisive moment. Just say these people have been trying to, I'm going to just give you a time frame. Just say these people have been trying to kill. They had a 2-year frame. In your last lifetime, within 2 years, these type of events took place. You met this person, this transpired, this transpired, this transpired, and then this person was able to unalive you. They had a 2-year period frame. This lifetime, you came through this 2-year period frame when you met this person, interacted with this person, but you learned your lesson. They didn't. So they feel like they don't know it, but self-consciously, we're all here to live out this lesson, this karmic debt. Subconsciously, they feel like they needed to unalive you because that's what they did in their last lifetime. They didn't choose a different path. Damn. It's almost like the butterfly effect. You keep coming back and you get a chance to do it over. You keep coming back, you get a chance to do it over. They keep choosing the same shit. So they was on this loop to believe they need to do the same thing they did last lifetime. They wasn't strong enough. They wasn't tapped in enough. They wasn't healed enough. They wasn't healthy enough. Their vibration wasn't high enough. Their frequency wasn't high enough. They believed that in order for them to get what they want, they had to take you out. Because that's what they did lifetime. That was their purpose. Like, that's what they did. Damn. Okay, let's move on. This is crazy what I'm seeing. That in order is rightful and must be maintained. They believe that what they was doing was right. This is the reason why they did this. The jealousy they felt that caused them, that drove them to want to harm you, hurt you, take advantage of you. The jealousy they felt was what they felt in their other lifetime with you. And they was able to accomplish something. And their bloodline was able to accomplish something. Think about the people who red roomed Yeshua. Their bloodline is in them, not on them. It's in them. Just like the Most High is in you, it's in them. Shit. It's in them. So they're on a repeat. It's in their DNA. They think the same. They not like us. So they believe that in order for them to get ahead, you had to go, collective. The freedom to question is being refused. They refuse to question. Damn. Common sense, their better judgment, their intuition. They refuse to trust their inner guide, the God in them. They not like us. They not like us. They refused it. They refused the call. And they consider it to be offensive. So these people are offended by you being the authority of your own life. By you sticking to your truth. By you taking this lifetime to learn your lessons and clear your karmic debt. They are offended. This offends them. Because, let's go back. Whew, let's go back. Let's go back. Because that's what they did in another lifetime. They don't even realize it. They're so low vibrational. They don't realize that they're being controlled by negative energies, entities, black magic, spells, curses, evil eye. They don't realize that because they vibrating so low. That's who's working with them. Those are those are their spirit team, y'all. So these people's spirit teams is the lower vibrational entities, energies. That's why they attack you, because those are their friends. That's who they roll with. Them they people. That's shit. Okay. Well, they're offended by you. Your light irritate they demons. Shit, your light piss them off. The right to speak up, even respectfully, is being restrained. They want you to shut the fuck up and not speak your truth, living a lie. Those who find a new way to approach the old problems are considered dangerous. They consider you dangerous, collective. And for a time now, you have kept silent. Oh, but not no fucking more. But there's a different way of doing things now during this great awakening. Many different ways of approaching the same questions. Instead of each person having the right to approach the question in one way that is true to them, you are being asked to not to think, not to feel, but simply to follow. So these is the follow the leader type ass energy. Okay, and you refuse to follow, collective. You speak up, you live in the truth, you speak your truth. And these people think you the dangerous one, but the devil's a lie. You're being called to follow your own soul's path, and congratulations, yay, you did it. You did not stay on the karmic loop. You got your ass off. You hopped your ass on a camel. This is what you did. And you wrapped your head up, and you went through the eye of a needle. And then people standing there like, what? How they do that? We got to stop her. I'm seeing, you remember the movie Belly, y'all? And you remember the dude with the long hair saying, I'm going to drop a dime on them niggas. That's what I'm seeing. These people were standing off in the cut, watching you, mad, jealous, envious, hateful. They believe that you were dangerous. You getting to the promised land, you waking up, you getting on your journey, your soul purpose was a danger to them. And that you needed to be stopped. These motherfuckers is evil. This is some evil Knievel. Lord, help them, Jesus. Lord Jesus. This is these couples, these two couples. This is them, y'all. This is them who was hunting you. They believe that, damn. These people lack discipline. They feel like in order to achieve something or reach a goal, they need to take it from you. It's crazy. All right, well, there will be loneliness for a time, collective, but you will meet like-minded rebels upon your soul's road. It is time to be truthful about who you are and what it is you wish to create in your life. You can do this. There will be more support than you can ever dream of when you open up and share what you felt you kept secret. Ooh, my solar plex is going. There are more like you than you know. So these people not like you. These ones who rebelled against you and God, trespassed against you and felt like they couldn't be happy unless they took it from you and took you up out of here too. But yay, you made it. Did you die? Did you die? No, you didn't. Oh, they mad? I thought that you'd be happy I made it. They ain't happy. You made it. You made it, collective. You made it. All right, and the reason why they did this was out of envy and jealousy, because they just evil. Evil Knievels, we gonna call them. Little badass kids on the playground of Earth, acting a damn fool. They didn't use their time wisely. We got 365 days a year. For however many years God give you to choose different, to live a meaningful, purposeful, loving, respectful life, and to receive your milk and honey, the promise that God has for you. If you can heal, grow, and not turn into the monsters on this earth. And they listened to each other's advice, and they didn't think clearly. And now, the reason they in this boat, because they in the fucking boat. They in the fucking boat. I don't know how they doing, but we gonna see. The reason what? The reason that we're here. The reasons that we feel our feelings won't disappear. Oh, and after the love games have been played, okay, these people down here playing. All our illusions was just a parade, and all our reasons start to fade. So now, what did they do it for? They trying to figure it out. Love was pushed aside. In the morning when I rise, no longer feeling hypnotized for the reason passed us by. The reason passed them by. You come down here for this life to learn lessons, to heal, to grow, to change courses, to make changes you to make in another lifetime. Choose your time wisely, and they let it pass them by. Love was pushed aside. These people was living Evil Knievel. Shit, they was living Evil Knievel. Jealous. Envy. Same shit they did like last lifetime. They violated your free will. They transgressed against you. They didn't use their free wills wisely. They did not choose wisely. They weren't kind. They weren't empathetic. They weren't sympathetic. They weren't compassionate. They were none of those things. They did not learn anything this lifetime. They did not learn to change. All right. I am the one who comes to you now so you can see clearly. Oh, shit. You was here to show. Well, you should. They learned today. They see that today. That you are the reason, collective. That you was here. You are the one who comes so that they can see clearly. They was blind, but they opened their eyes today. And that takes me back to every knee gonna bow and every tongue gonna confess that they themselves got God in them. And however you've been out here wielding your wine is coming back on them. Now they see the reason why they going through whatever they going through or what they finna go through. You feel others have had problems in this area, but if you simply think positively and send out waves of love, the way will be cleared. So here you go living in the light with your love la-di-da ass. But no, this is not how this particular power works, my friend. There is an obstructive force around you at this present. These folks have been an obstructive force around you. But yay, collective, you made it. The reason why they did this is because they felt like they had to take it from you. But remember, this is a past life generation. So these people have been around you, tried to hurt you, harm you, steal, kill, and destroy. But yay, you made it. Let's remember that. These two couples has been an obstructive force around you. One that did not want you to pass unless you met their criteria. And their criteria was to get you the fuck up out of here and for you to shut the fuck up. Sorry. We ain't doing that. This force in the form of a person, an institution, a corporation, a covet, a secret society, these four motherfuckers right here, requires you to do everything that is required to pass through these gates. They was trying to play God. They was trying to play God. They was trying to stop one of God's children from getting to the promised land, from getting through on your purpose, of clearing up your karmic debt, from learning your lessons. They was trying to But that's what they did last lifetime. So don't be so surprised. Don't be shocked. This is what they did last lifetime. They just on cue. They didn't learn shit. They jealous, envious ass. That's why they getting punishment too. They wanted you to follow their rules. This is secret covet society. That's why they call it a covet and a secret society. Because if you don't read tarot and you can't see behind the veil, you think these motherfuckers is your family members or your lover or just somebody. Oh, that's just Bob. Or that's just Greg. The whole time in secret behind the veil, these is demons and warlocks trying to set you up. Because this is who they was last lifetime. You, collective, you are a king or a queen, and you choose who enters the gates of immortality in your realm. You are immortal, and for all those who dare to climb the path to your lair, there are many who have not. There are many who are turned away, and they are the fortunate ones. Okay, so the people that are turned away are the fortunate ones. Why? Okay, because although they may consider themselves to be more charming and more well-liked and able to convince others of worthy inclusions, there is work to be done and a criteria that must be met. And they didn't meet the criteria. They didn't come here and learn and grow. They came here on the same type energy. You must do everything perfectly if you wish to pass the test and gain what it is that you seek. And what you come here to seek is to learn your lessons, to live out the plan and the purpose that God has for your life. That's the reason why we're here. Okay, this card likely comes up for the mortals when dealing with large companies and government institutions. Once it was the church who controlled. So these people is part of the controlling society to try to control people, even through the church. Now it is the people with their pens and paper, their digital records, their lies, and their officious ways. Your mind is powerful. That's the energy that you wield in, what you think, your intentions, your heart, and then your actions. That's the power you have. These people took their power to try to use it to control you, to use their free will to go against yours, not to improve their life, not to do better, not to learn, not to grow, not to be kind, empathetic, learn lessons. No, they wanted to stop you. That was their goal. They used their powerful mind, their God-given free will, their God-given gifts, their God-given magical wand that God gave us all to force their will on you. Your will don't mean shit when you walking in God's purpose and they walking with the devil. Your mind is very powerful and will be used for your soul's highest purpose. That's what God gave it to you for. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the test. What you come down here for. To learn to use this wand, this power that God gave you in the right way. They didn't learn that shit. No. Accept excellent advice and see the results this can bring. And you were sent into these people's life to show them that you and the one to help them see clearly. They learning the motherfucking day. They learn it, and now they see clearly. That they have a powerful wand as well, and they've been using their powerful wand to do evil with it. They recognize that. They see that clearly. You have taught these people exactly what God sent you down here to teach these people. You learned your lesson. You get to move on, collected. These people, fear of accepting advice. They didn't want your advice. They didn't want your help. They didn't want you to give them no type of spiritual advice. Okay, fine. Kick the dust off your feet and keep it moving. Fear of accepting advice that seems almost too sensible. It made too much sense. They not here. The devil, the lower energies, entities, and vibrational things that these people operate, they not here for common sense. They not here to make sense out of anything. The devil is the art of confusion. These people are the artists, confusion artists. They live in confusion. They love it there. They live in the dark like roaches. And you the light, collective, you the ray. Shh. So a belief that nothing is easy, panicking and being overwhelmed with details, paperwork, feeling you have no way to turn. These are these people now. They can't calm down. They can't sit still because they know that they operate in the dark. These two couples, these four people. Yay, you made it, collective. They didn't want to listen to advice. They wasn't thinking clearly, but they finna learn today the reason why they in trouble, why they getting punished, because they was acting out of envy, jealousy, and they didn't change courses this lifetime. They've been in that same energy. A Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. A romantic offer. Romanticize the present moment every chance you get. What's the Knight of Cups? Ten of Swords. These people betrayed you. The reason why they're going through what they're going through is because they betrayed you. They use God's love to romanticize everything, the present moment, every chance they can get. They use God's love every chance they got to betray you, to stab you in your fucking back. These four ones. They was trying real hard to get you out of here this lifetime. But yay, you made it. Did you die? Did you die? No, you didn't. You made it. So the reason why they're going through what they're going through, these jealous motherfuckers, because they didn't want to listen to advice. They didn't want to learn and grow this lifetime. They wanted to betray you. They wanted to stab you in your back. They came together, preyed on you, hunted you, was aggressive with you while you were on your journey, and they failed. But they finna get this work. Knight of Swords. And ambitious chase your every dream. They betrayed you, stabbed you in you back, stabbed you in you back. They stabbed you in you back. While you was being ambitious, learning your lessons and chasing your dreams. Look at the books. So the reason they're getting punished, because they stabbed you in your back, used God's love, stabbed you in your back while you was on your journey. Learning, living, learning your lessons, clearing up your karmic debt, healing generational curses out of jealousy, because they wasn't doing it. Okay, that's why, because they wasn't doing shit. Because you beautiful, Queen of Wands, you confident, intuitive, a leader, a hard worker, because you did the work. Because you did the work. And because they didn't want you to be in a relationship with an equal partner. And that's why that's exactly what you're getting. Nurture what you have and see how it grows, grows, grows. We got a King of Wands, we got a Queen of Wands, and then we got nurture what you have and see how it grows, grows, grows. Empress. Three of Pentacles. Teamwork makes the dream work. Seven of Wands. Witches should hold other witches accountable. All right. So the reason why they going through this, you want me to leave it here? These couples. Okay, I see you. I see you. So the reason why we going through this, because these couples was jealous. They didn't want you to have a happy relationship. Okay, so because that's what they did. That's what they was. Okay, so these people was trying to, man, ain't this some shit? These people didn't want you to be happy in your last lifetime. They prevented you from having a happy life. They prevented a lot of people from having a happy life. They're responsible for a lot of unjust, their bloodline, their lineage. And instead of coming down here and clearing it up, these little badass kids, and changing course, they decided to come down here and do that same bullshit. Instead of nurturing what they have and growing and growing and growing down here on this earth school and healing and learning lessons and evolving, they was trying to take you up out of here. They decided to aggressively hunt you and track you down like they did last time. And that's the reason why these jealous, envious ones are getting punished right now for harming the Empress. We have jealousy for going against your free will. We have free will for trespassing against you, transgressing against you when you were compassionate towards these people. You were sent to show these people that they have God inside of them. that they are the light as well. But they didn't want to wake up. They didn't want to heal and grow. So they let the dead bury the dead. They'll be back next lifetime to do this shit all over again. They fucked up. They didn't learn nothing. They didn't learn no knowledge. They didn't learn no lessons. They tried to hurt, harm, steal, kill, and destroy you. They didn't learn no miraculous they didn't take their supernatural powers that God gave them and use them for the good. And the Creator was watching the whole time. While they was on this daring adventure. While they was down here on Earth School. Supposed to have been learning lessons. They wasn't learning shit. They was down here preying on you. Trying to hurt you. Trying to harm you. Because they felt like they can't make it. Unless you up out of here. And this is what they earned themselves. This is what they earned themselves. Because you learned your lessons. You are immortal. The consuming family peer pressure. So your family pressured this other couple into coming out against you. And treated you like an outsider, a misfit, a loner, a black sheep. Well, you are, collective. We're going to read these two cards. I'm being called to read them. Jealousy. These people, these jealous, envious people who came against you are the same jealous people that came against you in other lifetimes. They didn't change course. They didn't heal. They didn't grow. They on the same type time. And that's okay. They got free will just like you got free will. It's not our problem. That's the difference between them and us. We don't give a fuck. They do. They do. Confirmation. They care. Read the whole thing. Oh, Lord Jesus. Lamia is a legendary creature, one of we vampires from the ancient land of Greece. She was once the queen of the land you now call Libya. Her beauty, so famed, it drew the attention of the god Zeus, who gave her his love and many children. Okay, so remember, this is a beautiful, beautiful woman. For the crime of being so loved, this is you probably. This is why they curse you. This is the energy. She was cursed by goddess Hera. This is one of your family members over here. One of these jealous motherfuckers over here. The long-suffering wife of Zeus. Okay, so this is somebody who's mad because her just jealous. Lamia suffered Hera's spite and was cursed to become a serpent and below the waist and to hunger for the blood of her own children. So this, you got somebody who cursed you out of jealousy and envy because her man wanted you. Basically, this is what I'm hearing. I'm feeling. Overcoming spite and envy for your good fortune is the message. So you had to overcome spite and envy this lifetime of these jealous, rebellious hunters who are aggressively tracking you, preying on you, trying to take your free will from you. The reason why you had to go through all this is to gain your soul back from these people. Get yourself out of the matrix. That's what you was here to do, to overcome spite and envy for your good fortune, for your spiritual inheritance. To get off this matrix, to get out of this loop, to receive the promise that God had for you. You had to go through this. Overcome this. And you did. Your desire to care for your own, your blessings, and what you love has attracted envy from others. Because you got on this journey, it attracted this envy from these people, these jealous motherfuckers. This has sparked guilt and fear within you. And now you are in danger. Okay, so these people wanted you to be in danger. I don't want to read this because it's making me mad. I hate being mad at these people. It's not going to get me anywhere. All right. What you want to, where are we going with this, Holy Spirit? And now you are in danger of punishing yourself simply because another wishes you to be hurt. Instead of suffering, you can change. Okay, so you decided to change this lifetime because you were stuck in this loop. Because these people hurt you and you were stuck on the unforgiveness part of it. Maybe you were angry. And you can become stronger even when there are those who wish to harm you and who are powerful as Hera. So these people thought they can come together. They thought they were just as powerful as you. Well, maybe in another lifetime they were, but not this lifetime. That's fucking over. And who are powerful as Hera. Learn from Lamia's serpent self. The serpent is the divine feminine and a being who sheds skin, mothers freshly, and who can feel the faintest of changes in the energy and vibration. So you felt this with these people this lifetime. This lifetime, God kicked up your senses. He kicked up your gifts and taught you how to fight spiritual warfare, taught you how to recognize a snake in your grass so you can go and cut the snake's head off. That's how you was able to get. Oh, Lord. That's how you was able to get through this lifetime. You too can sense the slightest change at the moment. And you changed this lifetime. You was able to make that change. They wasn't able to recognize that slightest, because they not like you. They on the same type time. You are able to anticipate any threats and any danger, collective. She is unable to close her eyes. Your eyes stay woke. You ain't sleep up in here. You woke. I see everything. I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. You can see. So her gift to you is to have your eyes wide open. So your eyes is open. You observe and you see everything. And you seen these 4 people. You see them this lifetime. You was able to escape. And God seen them too. They get punished for this. Lamia teaches us that you need not accept what people say about you. These lying people who's trying to hurt you, harm you, out of their own hate and evilness. You are beyond their judgment. Their words are false, and you need never live up to them. You are trustworthy and a beautiful soul. Them, not so much. There can be cruelty, bullying, and difficulty in life. There is some of this about you. These 4 motherfuckers over here. That's why they're in trouble. At your present, words can be harmful. Take steps to minimize the impact. This is over. When you find yourself called evil or a demon or accused of doing harmful things, first examine your own conscience. These people called you a demon. They said you was evil, but they didn't examine their own conscience because they don't have one. Now, all of us have made errors, most especially we vampires. But the Lamia teaches us that you need not go mad with grief or allow another's cruelty to curse you. These people are trying to curse your life again. You can rise above this and be your true self. And that's what you did. Be strong. This time has passed. Remind yourself and others that those who speak ill will speak ill of Remind yourself and others that those who speak ill of all in their turn. None shall escape their turn. Well, guess what turn it is? Guess what turn it is? Poor little tinks who went against your free will, who did not show you any compassion, who did not learn anything. This consuming family who put you under pressure as you was out here trying to master yourself. Not trying. Yay, you did it, collective. You mastered yourself. You came down here and make it do what it do, baby. And these ones, death rights. For many beings, the reality of death seems to be the ultimate cruelty. The vampire that steals the life from so many, and without it seems in any order or reality. For death, it is true, visits us all. Whether we are young or old or healthy or suffering, for all of us, beast and beauty, there is a time for an end to come. But there are angels of death appointed by the universe to help us to move from side to side, from to the next, and to avoid staying in between. So you were guided out of these stuck situations with these people, so you didn't get stuck out of this loop. For without moving on, there will be no transformation. For the soul who dies well, who has a good death, there is a transformation through the realms that divide the living from the dead. This is a separation. They not like us. Think about that story about Lazarus and Abraham on one side. They over there living it up, drinking tea, having drinks, partying. And then there's the rich man who was rich when he was over here in the land of the living. And he over there thirsty, parched. He said, oh, please, could you give me a little water? They said, we can't cross this line. God done God done drew us a line in the sand. And can't nobody cross this. This is what's going on here. You had help to guide you out of this matrix. You was sent to help these as well. They didn't want to change this lifetime neither. They wanted to stay there. They like it in the dark. For this to take place, the angel of death does not only come to assist the soul, but they assist with ones left behind. And what comforts those who remain on are rights, ways to say goodbye, honor and reverence and memories and mirth. It may be time for you to consider those who have gone from you or who may go. And those who would honor them and remember them and send them on their way. What rites will you prepare? Ones to help carry the soul into the arms of the angel of death. Consider what will comfort you when you are on your way to. Know that it is not morbid to contemplate the ending of this mortal time for you. There is so much beyond that last breath, that last glimpse of light, of sun. So the angel of death assures us, but her job is to stay in the borderlands. She knows little of heaven. She knows little of heaven. So these people will not get to partake and walk in the land of milk and honey at this time. Not to say that they won't ever, but not at this time. She knows little of heaven, for it is a memory. She knows of humans and the creatures of earth and their souls, and of taking them across the veil. If you are deeply grieving and in pain, this card signals that you will soon receive divine support and relief and assistance. Wills and legal documents may be about to enter your life, collective, when this card comes to you. Consider, too, the legacy you will leave when you are departed. So somebody about to go home, maybe. I don't know. It's not sounding too good. Children, consider your children and their children. Consider the well-being of the animals and the plants, your library, your keepsakes, your little treasures. Begin the journey of safeguarding these things now. They will not matter to you beyond this life. It is true they will not matter to you beyond this life. It is true. Not as they do now, nor in the same manner. As you enter your next lifetime, so this people have another chance to come back next lifetime and change. As you enter your next lifetime, they may not even be recalled at all. But those who you may leave will know them and know you through them. So let yourself live on and know who will keep your memory bright as a candle. And you will look from time to time and be glad and be able to send a message of comfort. This is somebody's going home. My condolences to whoever this person is. Honoring the ones who we have loved and who have left can be a beautiful way to come to terms with their absence and a way to help their soul to make the transition to their new life beyond the veil. Evidence of life beyond death. That is the blessing to know this. And that's why I honor my loved ones. I honor my ancestors, known and unknown. Honoring people who are here, who we love, and who have crossed over, who we love. And these people, they didn't do that. They don't do that. These people don't operate in that energy. Feeling that death is final and losing hope in the purpose of life, trapped by grief. They didn't search for the purpose in life. That's why they losing hope in the purpose of life, because they spent their time trying to hurt you, harm you. But yay, you did, collective. Shit. You did. Now do something to celebrate yourself. Job well done, my good and faithful servant. For you, job well done. These people feeling that death is final and they losing hope in their purpose of life. Because their purpose in life they felt was to hurt and harm you. And you here, kicking, celebrating. You made it. It is time to work with any fear you may have around death and dying and transform this through preparation, contemplation of your legacy, and considering the interactions you have had with deceased loved ones. Now these people need to get their shit in order. They came for the empress or the emperor, and that was not, it's a bad decision. It's a bad decision. Bad thing to do. Horrible. All right, let's get a closing message, Holy Spirit. Let's get one from the ancestors. Or this one. All right, we doing this one. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. What you want to give me? What you want to say? My nose. What's this message? You want to give me a closing message as we close out this reading? Congratulations, collective. Celebrate yourself. You handled this life responsibly. You did your big one, your thinning. There is beauty to be found in every experience, and you have seemed to locate it and find it in each experience that you have been through and heal through it. You know the reason why you're here. And congratulations. All right, what you want to tell me, Holy Spirit, from the shaman? What you want to tell me? What you want to tell me? Rise above the fray. Balance, dance on one foot, balancing act. So you came down here, and not only did you come down here and make it do what it do, collective, you was able to rise above the fray, see everything from a soul's perspective, learn your lesson, and get your blessing. Raise your vibration, raise your frequency, always be the bigger person, work in love and light. You was able to do it. And you balanced on one foot. You made that shit look easy. You did a balancing act. Shit. While all four of these motherfuckers was out here to get you, you on one foot and shit. Yeah, that's beautiful. In this divine matrix, these people had group thinking. They didn't know how to think for themselves. They didn't know how to take a bold step forward into the Father's gate. We're going to read this card right here. These people had group thinking. You were here, when we come here on earth, each lifetime is a gestation period for you to live out your karma, pay your karmic debt, learn your lessons, and get your blessings. That's what each lifetime entails. You get a lifetime, a little dash to come down here and do this. Right? Rise above the fray, the bullshit that's going on. Learn your lesson, get your blessing. You did that shit and balanced on one foot. You made it look easy. Why these people was out to get you during your gestation period? These people who think with a group mindset, they all think alike. They on the kill, steal, destroy, the Cain energy, Judas energy, on that demon time. In this divine matrix, though. That's what the matrix is all about. Learning to see through the bullshit and rise above it. You did it. Now you in the God's divine matrix. You stepped out of this bullshit. That's where you at now, baby. That's what we doing now. Number 55 could be important. The Father's gate, bold step forward. That's where you at. That's what we doing. These people were weak. They needed each other. They thought they needed each other to hurt you, when they needed to separate and think for themselves and choose what's best, the greatest good for all, for themselves and everyone around them. And they didn't do that. So they got to deal with the consequences as a motherfucker. A brother's got to do what a brother's got to do. Didn't think about the consequences. They didn't think about them, but they need to get their shit in order now. They need to get their shit together. Oh, this ain't even the book. This ain't the book. I'm sorry. This ain't the book. It's the shamans. I'm sorry. Number 55. And I'm going to let y'all go. The next experience, legacy, evolving, bold step forward, the Father's gate. When the Father's Gate card shows up, it is a clear call to lift your eyes to the horizons and begin to walk towards your future, collective, your purpose. You are marching in the right place now, stirring the dust but not getting anywhere. Trust that your forward movement will lead you to a new destination you have already set for yourself, but perhaps forgotten or neglected because of your everyday busyness. These ones. The Father Gate comes to tell you that the ending is at hand and that you can leave the old behind. Let it peel away like an old skin you shed. Do not hesitate. Cross this threshold boldly and you will be rewarded. If you continue marking time instead of moving, that's what these people was doing, bullshitting, you will miss this opportunity. The gate is open. This is the Great Awakening. The gate was open. The next landscape of your life is within reach, but the window of time to pass through it, it grows shorter. Do not delay. Do not dally. A gift of the Father's Gate is to bring you to the fullest expression of your gift, of your life purpose, perhaps for the first time. It is an invitation to a sacred passage, to a new discovery, and both great challenges and opportunities. It is not a graduation. There are no rewards other than exploration itself. You have been a farmer for far too long, tilling the hard soil that now bears little fruit for you. Time to put on your explorer hat once again. You are leaving these people behind. You are leaving the matrix and stepping into the divine matrix, into the purpose that God has for your life. You've been running around with these people in circles. They've been chasing you. Praying on you. And you've been, no, they ain't been chasing you. You've been running circles around these people. They ain't been chasing you. You've been running circles around them, and now your ancestors is chasing them. Well, damn. Okay, that has been your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed giving it to you as always. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I would love to have you join the family if you feel my vibe. I love you all. I hope you have a happy Saturday. Namaste. Bye.